Badder done. And the way we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4-5 Nanko, 1 Remington. Any boy this ballot or them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know we vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Bassline drop at the
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than. Nobody better than we.
Badder than, bad from me past. Where you get your badder from? Thing when me get, could have come from Afghanistan. They don't want to see this cross, make me happy in my hand. But other man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big other man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch a song boy run.
Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's get right to it. Good morning. All right, let's get to the charts. What are we looking at? Yes. I love music. I do. I like to be vibrated. I like to be vibrated. Okay. So, guys, let's get right to it. Market died. Our system literally just it put you in there, right? Secret chart for the fucking win here. We got levels. We got days signal down. You could see on our primary charts. Yeah, it was a go. Yeah, it's a terrible song. Sorry. Okay, whatever. Look it. It's got bass in it. So when you get into my pickup, you're vibrating. It's great. Anyways, I see Lampos like reggaeton or dancehall or bachata. I take it all. Oh my god. Okay, so market's just dying. Your entry was at 8:15 in the morning. FOMC today. And guys, listen, Linda, okay? There's nothing here that says reversal, okay? Nothing that says reversal. We're looking here. We got a break of this level here. Do we get a continuation down to 22,214? This is NQ. Guys, let's go ahead and check out ES. Now, ES, let's see. Oh, yeah, system triggered an entry. We gave you an entry here upon the break of the... Oh, my God, what is that? That's the 48. Our namesake, 1348. Well, we broke the 48, and we got confluences all the way down. We see it in our genie there. All the boxes were checked. And we have ES here right at a level. Levels for the win. Guys, look at... You are not playing anything contrary to this trend. That's where a lot of traders get messed up, right? They get seduced by a candle. Now, if you get seduced by a candle, you deserve everything wrong that happens to you. Okay? Everything wrong. Now, the only time I would even consider qualifying a trade or a reversal or begin to qualify it is when price action actually breaks above our band here. Now, our band also dubs as a dynamic trend line. You see that there? Let's change the color. It's a dynamic trend line, okay? And so we got to break to the upper half or the upper side of that band. Then we can say, all right, look, it might be a reversal. And we're supposed to remove drawings here. All right, remove the 5 drawings. There we go. It might be a reversal. And then you go ahead and you use the band as support. That's all that is. If you are hunting reversals before the candle even breaks above the band, you're asking to get rejected. You see that there, guys? Come on. Look it. Listen, Linda. Okay? The reason why I make a lot of money and I make a crap ton of it is because I don't defy my eyes. I don't. Granted, you could be wrong here, but are we going to defy our eyes? We can clearly see the candles are beneath this band here. Is there anything that says bullish? I'm just asking the chat right now. Anything that suggests bullish right now? Let me know in the chats, right? This is a yes. Ooh, and we get out of here. Nope, no, nothing. Cool. Nothing. Nothing suggests nothing. Okay. And so we're just going to hang out here. Right now, if you're already in the trade and you made money, good, and good for you. Now, there's something else, right? Maybe you don't log into your broker until the trade setup is there. How about that? For those who cannot practice restraint, don't log into your broker until the trade setup is there. Also, you know, it's actually a common thing among prop firm traders too, where they don't open a new prop firm account until the trade setup is there. Otherwise, they get eager to jump on in, blah, blah, blah. Self-control. It's all about self-control. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, we have Holy Death here. We were, there you go. It's beautiful. We were told exactly what was going to happen, right? Exactly what was going to happen. We do not argue against it. Right, Morrow just logged in to enjoy the game show. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and look at NQ. Now NQ, we were talking, oh my God, we were talking about this level here. We talked about the level break here coming all the way down to 22.21525. God bless you. God bless you. If you have self-control and do not care to fade the trend or go against the trend, and you're just like, all right, I'm dumb money, I'm just gonna go where the trend says, you in fact will make money. And here's the thing though, right? When I go bear, I wait for the candle to go bull, right? Why? So I can get the best fill, right? We do not chase the candle as it's coming down. We go bear, especially because we're following our trend. We look for a candle to give us the best price. You know, maybe we get in on the wick here, right? And then we go. Okay. That's it, right? This MNQ drop, I think, you know, I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, right? I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this. Like, Gabe, we missed a trade. Well, I'm going to show you something else. If you missed a trade, it's not the end of the world. You still have to trust the trend, though, okay? And this is why we use the DSR. So if we were to enter here, and I don't, okay, advise anyone going short at this point here, right? I don't. We just reacted to this level here. So I would wait for a break below this level and then possibly use this level as resistance. But should we enter, you see where the DSR is? If we entered here, that becomes our stop. That's our stop. We enter here, here becomes a stop. It's really that simple, right? It's your trailing stop. It's the DSR. Now, the DSR is at 29.25, which is well within the range and average of how NQ moves. Let's go ahead and look at ES. So we head on over to ES here, and same difference. Now, would we enter this trade short given that price action's pinned inside the level with the DSR right here? No. In fact, I would rather wait for price action to come back up into this zone, which is going to give me about 7 points, as opposed to inside this zone, which is only 3.5. Okay? Guys, This is why we give you levels. Levels will help you pick and choose your trades better. You don't want to enter a trade where the levels are 3.5 points apart, especially with the S, because that's literally 1 ATR on the 5-minute. So you want a little more room. In the same way that we say trade away from the EMAs, right? So we break above the 13, we're trading above and away from the EMAs. We break below the 48, we're trading below the EMAs. When we do that, we're trading away from support and resistance. We have to keep that in mind with our levels here. We do not give you guys levels just for the sake of giving you more lines to look at. We give you levels so you can strategize your entry and your exits and your resistance and your support. But most importantly, the play is here. Also, the play was up here. If we see pre-market movement, we break above this level, we're nicely inside this area here. I want you to pay attention to this. This was pre-market. Once we got inside this level, we were literally chopping up in between. So if you guys want the absolute best trades, look for trades that have the gap. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay? So, still trending on down. There's nothing here that says bullish. Everything says bearish. Okay? Please do not try to fade the trend and do not jump into the community saying, oh my God, I got chopped up, right? You can't say you got chopped up if you're going ahead and trying to counter the trend and trying to live in a candle. So what's going to happen here? A lot of noobs are going to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to go to the 1-minute chart. Oh man, I love these guys, the 1-minute guys, right? 1 minute, and they're gonna go ahead and try to scalp a candle and play this candle bounce off a level and say, okay, well, I have the band right there. You know what? The smaller the time frame, believe it or not, guys, the smaller the time frame, the more accurate you need to be. I know people don't think about it that way, right? Because it's like, oh, it's just 1 minute, so I can manage my risk. Yes, you can manage your risk because the candle closes smaller, but you could also expose yourself to chop, 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 death by 1,000 cuts, and then it becomes uncontrollable for whatever reason. This death spiral just takes over your whole freaking persona on the day, and you're just like, chop, 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 chop. Don't do that to yourself. If you feel that impulse to jump to the 1 minute, I will say, at the very least, look at a larger time frame to just sort of kind of like give you, you know, a better perspective of what's going on. Okay? Just look at a broader time frame. Now, on the 30 minute, we are at a 30-minute level, and if we look closely, there's 2 levels here. Right? So it's just chopping inside of that, right? Don't subject yourself to getting beat by the market. The market wants you to create your own trades. That's why there's so many different time frames. You really got to think about this, right? If the market was clearly objective, there wouldn't be so many ways and so many systems and so many time frames and so many ways to analyze things, right? And so it's like, why do we have all these time frames? It really doesn't make sense. And so now we circle back and let's talk about what's happening in the Discord, because the most annoying thing I see is when members are like, oh, it bounced off a 1 hour level. What the fuck are you doing on a 1 hour? If you're looking at the 1 hour, it's to confirm your trend. That is what it's to do. It's not for you to say there's a level at the 1 hour. Okay, if the level's there in a 1 hour, the level's probably there in a 5 minute as well. Okay? Play the time frame you're on. Do not give yourself more to think about. It's pointless. The system was designed to be point and shoot and color coded. You don't have to outsmart something that is as close to perfect as it's ever going to be. Just saying. So, this is ES. ES looks like it's found itself. Again, guys, we do not go bullish or even attempt to fade the trend until the candle breaks above the band. Now, is that a best practice? I don't like fading trends. But if you're going to do it, then you got to do it the right way. Okay? That's it. So, let's get on over to NQ. So NQ, a couple of things are happening here with NQ. On a secret chart, we found support with our super trend here. And then we got a break of the band here, but it hasn't closed. It just opened. It hasn't closed above, so that's what we're waiting for, right? You see? You gotta wait for that candle close. How are you guys doing? It's mighty quiet in the chat, man. What's going on? You guys are quiet. That must mean you're learning. Who's learning? Who's learning? Just appears. Yeah, right. Everyone's learning. Cool. Let's see. Listening to the master. You know what? I am not a master of anything other than patience. You know, it's crazy because I'm going to tell you guys something, right? I am the most impatient man ever. If I want something, let's say it's not in stock on in Best Buy, and I can't get there, I'll go on Amazon. Do I got same day? No. Okay. Let me go on Facebook Marketplace, see if somebody's selling it. Oh, they have it. Cool. I will do Uber parcel and send an Uber to pick up the package and bring it to me. I swear. That's how impatient I am. Right? But that's who I am. It's not what I do. And me trading, it's what I do. It's how I make a living. So you have to separate who you are. Otherwise, change who you are. Okay? Yes, it requires patience. It requires patience. Knight says, not having patience has been my Achilles heel. Knight. Not to throw you under a bus, but, I mean, you're Chicago's finest. If you lack patience, I would hate to piss you off at a car stop. It'd be terrifying. Love you, bro. Jeez. One of the okay, to control patience during trading, it's this, right? Nothing going on here. Cool. All right. We set up our alert for, we set up our alert, the Titan AI. Let's see. Titan AI there. And then, for whatever reason, you gotta any alert function, right? There you go. So I would go ahead and set an alert for a new trade design, which you all should have anyways, and then just walk away. There's nothing for me to do right now. Nothing for me to do right now. It's kind of like in a workplace. Come on, you guys are not busy all fucking day. You're fucking around on your phone, swiping on Tinder, watching memes, etc., etc. Let's see. So, you're not that busy, right? Don't give yourself work. Don't do that. Don't give yourself work. That's kind of ironic, right? Where I'm telling you guys, you're not that busy. You're on Tinder and TikTok, and I just realized I was doing that. Anyways, when you have eyes, we place orders in advance between the larger levels. Do you know that's really up to you? That's really up to you. You know, that's something up to you. You could certainly do that. All right. So what we have here is we got a break of the band, right, on NQ. And so now we have, of course, we have Excel here. It's a level. Right? Now, if this band wasn't so close to Excel, it'd be a little different. But it is literally right there. Literally right there. So we gotta wait for Excel to break. And then, of course, you have a super trend level. So then that means we have a little bit of a gap. This is 25 points in NQ. Right here, that's your gap. 25 points. Let's see, that's 500 on one contract. This is a $1,500 move. I mean, sure, why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay away from this. I'm going to play this zone right here. I'm just going to set a buy order, right? Now, this candle can close, and it can close against me, right? And that's fine. If it closes against me, meaning it rejects from Excel, I'm not in harm's way. I'm good, right? I trade away from candles in the same way I trade away from EMAs, etc., etc. I trade away from candles so that I don't find myself living in them, right? Super, super important. So what we see here is we got death and a bit of consolidation, right? So let's just say that, hey, the market just dies all day and or just consolidates down here in this zone. My order's hanging out here. I am not subjected to any penalty. There's nothing, there's no penalty for setting an order there and waiting for your trade to happen, right? In fact, this, for those trading options, this is what you would want to do. You would literally want to set your order away, because if you chase a candle with options and then the candle goes against you, I mean, now you got decay, then you got the Greeks start recalculating and working against you, right? So it's super, super important that when you trade options that you get the momentum into your contract, not chase a candle, because it can hurt a lot, right? So I want you guys to consider that as well when you're trading your options. It's not just for futures. Does that make sense, guys? So I see Lambo has a good question. How do you gauge how much you can buy and how much you can't buy? Well, it's all based on your risk and how big your port is. So if you can't afford to lose $100 in a trade, meaning, and that's a thing, right? It's with we had the test strategy way back when, right? To expiration hold. And what we were doing with that strategy is we were sizing so small that it was literally all or nothing, where that contract was going to expire worthless or it was going to pay bank, right? And we would do that over a month. Now, you can apply that to, you know, your weekly contracts and, God forbid, your daily contracts. I don't recommend anyone play 0 days, but if you do, play so small that if it goes to 0, it has no effect on you, okay? Good morning, John. Good morning, Dylan. Deep in the money. What's up? All right, guys, we got filled. I got a fill here. And we're up. Well, we were. Okay. So, again, I traded away from everything. You guys, let's zoom in there. You can see that we've traded away from everything. There is a level here. I'm not going to be too aggressive here. I know I know I don't really have a lot of room to run. I'm just trying to show proof of concept. Okay? Just really showing a proof of concept. I see Lambo, are you speaking for yourself or all women in general who love a nice fill? Jesus. Oh my god. Alright, guys. So this play went pretty much exactly, how I want it. Like, let's go. Okay, let's see if I get my fill here. Making quick money. There you go, guys. This is easy. This was easy, right? We're green. Let's see if it comes up to that level. Come on. Come on. I see Lambo says, thumbs up the video or you eat tires for breakfast. Damn, that's a mouthful. Okay. I'm just going to hang out here and wait for that fill. This is going to be, what, a quick $400 or $500? Super simple, $555, and we got the fill. That was great. Done. Easy peasy. Just done. We traded away from the levels, right? The anatomy of this trade, right? Broke this level here. We broke Excel. We broke a super trend. We came into the 13 that gave us a gray candle. And all I did was play into the next super trend level, or basically this level right here, right? That level was 22,297, right? And that is all I did. Very, very simple trading. Now, of course, nobody's watching me to make $500, but I have to make the system relatable to the majority, where you just know and you see, hey, there's a nice little space there. And of course, everyone likes a nice fill. Well, not everyone. Well, you know what I mean. Icy Lambo, bail me out of this one. Okay, so it is that simple. Right? Another option would be to limit order above super trend and take profit at the 200. Yes, that is the other option. 100%. Exactly, 100%. And so, guys, yes, it really is the simple. You guys watch me trade almost every day. And for those who are new, hit the subscribe button and join me live. And we trade every day. Get the system. Get the education. There's no one out there pulling it like I pull it. Nope. No one out there pulling it like I pull it. Like, I swear. It's just, no one's doing it. So, now, stop you. That said, if you broke this here at 22,308, can he play it up to the 200? 100%. Right. CPU to blacksmith. Okay. I know it's Eugenio. It's Eugenio, I know. Yeah. You know, like fucking Visa, everywhere I want to be, annoying the shit out of me. Nah, I'm kidding, man. I'm messing with you. So, CPU, would a limit order above super trend on ES be effective strategy on this chart? Well, yeah, it's basically the same thing we explained out on NQ, but we're going to go on over to ES, right? I know a lot of you are like, hey, Gabe, why don't you just trade ES, right? So, in this situation here, when we look at ES, we see we got 130 right there. And then you got some room to run up to the 200 right here, which is 135. Okay? Not bad. Not bad. Now, guys, remember we talked about, like, breaking and then allowing? You see how this candle here, right? It hasn't completely closed, but it's using the band as support. It was using the band as resistance until it finally broke, right? Then we break Excel. Now we're competing with this last level here in the super trend. And of course, we're rocking and rolling. So yeah, the super trend is it comes with custom settings, and that's why we have it called the mega trend right now. There's some 1348 specific custom settings in there. But definitely well worth it. You guys want this chart. If you don't have this chart, if $300 is too much for you, then you shouldn't be trading. But that chart is just $300. Also, it's one time, and also you pay more in prop firms and you just blow your money, right? This is something that's going to help you from blowing up, right? And again, if guys are wondering if about the free education, et cetera, because this is a public stream, live stream, check us out at trade1348.com. All right, so end of shameless plug. We have opportunity right here, right? You guys, okay, so what we'll do is we'll just go one here, right? I would have had a order here waiting for it to get filled. So I'm just going to show you guys proof of concept of what's happening. And so we got a yellow bar here, an LED, which means like, hey, caution. And yeah, we're waiting for this to come back up. Now I'm down $112, right? That's let's see if we get a bounce off that band. If not, then I just close the trade and I'm down and I just lose $150, right? That's it. Okay. Now, this is an allocation of 1, okay? Right? There's an allocation of 1 here. And so let's say my full allocation was, let's say our risk for the trade or per trade is $1,000. But I have an allocation of 1 unit, which brings my risk to 200. This gives me time, and don't dare call this averaging down. This gives me time to buy, right? And it's is it dollar cost averaging? Yes, but I'm not buying the dip. I'm essentially saying, hey, you're coming back up, great. Let me add to my order there, okay? That's all we're doing. So there's an allocation of 2. That's really it. Now, I could go ahead and say, all right, we're going to play this to the 200. I know we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We just have to break this here. But since I have 2, I could go ahead and sort of like shorten that distance, right? We'll go ahead and sell. We'll sell 1 there. Modify order. Change that to 2. Modify. Cool. And now, just let this trade go. Okay. Now, guys, when you go ahead and take a trade like this, right, especially breaking, especially when we are breaking one of the final levels of your super trend, right? If you don't want the drama in your trading, wait for the candle break, close and hold above. Would you use the other side of the band as a stop? Here, probably, yeah. Or, no. Let me show you. You see the DSR? You see the DSR? Right here? Whatever value that is going to be my stop the other way. Right? So my entry is 61.30.75, so we're going to go 4 points. Just 4 points. Right about here. That's going to be my stop. That's my stop there. Why is there no stop loss? Dude, we have one right there. The DSR allows you to make a quick mental stop. So here we go, guys. We're in this trade, and there we go. We're making some money. Ta-da, right? $112. Let's zoom on in. Let's see if we get another nice fill. It's dirt easy, right? It will always be dirt easy if you're not greedy. Okay. Here we go. I could go ahead and say, all right, so once we've traveled basically 3.75 points from the entry, I could then take my stop to break even. Questions, Q&A from new people watching. Okay. Young. Nice. Made his money. He made his money. Good. Okay, so let's see. I just stumbled on this live. Oh, you just stumbled on a live. Welcome. Right? All right, we're doing Q&A here. This is interesting. What's Trade 1348? Well, it's the most powerful trading system on earth, period. It is dummy proof. And it's meant for noobs. If we keep it dirt simple, it's meant for noobs. Look at this. Everything I was telling you guys, we're essentially doing right here. How do I join? Oh, you go to trade1348.com. Icy Lambo, thank you for these cues. Let's see. What if I've never traded before? That's fine. That's even better. I love that. I love that you've never done something before, because that means I can show you how to do it the right way. Awesome. Okay. Do I need 10K to start? No, you don't need 10K to start. You do need maybe, let's say 5K. Let's start with 5K, right? It's again, we trade small to win big, right? And oh, by the way, we got that fill on that order. It just happened, right? So I'm happy. Those are 2 live trades. It was just easy peasy, no stress. Life is good. Come on, people. We don't have to make trading harder than what it is. It's definitely. I built the system so that anyone can do it. Literally, anyone can do it. Why is my tiny AI cluttered up? It's not updating with the current price. Refresh. You gotta hit refresh. Refresh something. Right. You asked before it was up. Now, Andrew, my stop losses are mental, and also I trade so small. Those trades are so small that I can play the whole chart, the whole range of the day, and not care. And that's something I would advise every single one of you guys to do: is trade so small that you can play the entire range of the day. Meaning, if we know that ES moves 50 points, one MES contract is basically going to oscillate $100. No, sorry, 250. My bad. 250. Bad math. I was thinking of NQ at $2, but we're talking about 5. So $250. It's a $250 oscillation. You know, when I work with the guys in the Longevity Club, I see losses far greater than that, and it's all because of size. So trade small enough that way. You know, that's the beauty of the long hold. Chasing gains, what's going on? You guys know what's the beauty of the long hold, right? The beauty of the long hold is you just give yourself time to be right. So you got to trade small enough, right? If you're an intraday trader or a day trader, just trade small enough to give yourself time in the day to be right. That's all this is. That's why I have an 80% win rate. You make me feel better. Just because it's bigger doesn't mean it's better. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I need to. Yeah. Next thing you know, we're talking cream pies. Jesus, no, we're not doing that. And if you're a Latina, that becomes a tres leche. I crack myself up. Anyways, how would you assess your thesis for a long hold? Bearish or bull? That comes from the daily. that comes from the daily. That's so long hold, it comes from the daily, and a long hold, honestly, yeah, that's why you're buying blue chips. And you just hold. You just hold. Okay, so this is another great example as to why I set my take profit where I did. Is I don't want to be where the people are. The fuck I look like, the Little Mermaid? I don't want to be where the people are, right? That's the 200. Yeah, you can hold and see if you get that fill. And of course, it will happen, ideally. But I don't want to be in this congestion here. So I go ahead and I take my profit a little sooner, right? Because the 200 is a level. So you know there's a bunch of orders waiting for the break of the 200. I want to go ahead and just make my money. And I want to make my money the smart way. You got to remember, guys, this is about smart trading, right? It's not about brave trading, right? Be smart money, not brave money. And yeah, I got my fill and I was happy. Hey guys, we're good, right? So I think that's all I got for you guys this morning. You get a trade design up, you know it's going to be money, guys, okay? You get a trade design up, take your entry, make sure you have your confluences from your genie, make sure you're playing within a zone, okay? So for NQ, ES, I like this area here between 37 and 48. Nice 11 points, right? Where it didn't automatically buy. Hyper one, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. And I'm Trade 1348. I'm not Tradingview. I look that brown to you, bro? I look like fucking tech support? No. Figure out your tools. But I'm not sure what you're asking, honestly. Oh man, Icy Lambo, thank you for being my hype lady here. Fernando Gutierrez says, I'm going to save this video, naming it Playing the Reversal the Right Way. Actually, you know, that's a good title. But yeah, guys, if you're gonna play ES, you're looking for 138 to 148, 137 to 148. For NQ, let's take a look here. Really simple. All right, so NQ is MNQ, same difference. So we broke into this level with NQ, and then that's the move up here. Now, when we look at NQ, we can see that the levels are tighter up here, and if we break 361, you got the 415. But I will say this. Getting up here probably puts us well into FOMC data. I would not touch anything. Also, guys, consider it is 10:13 a.m. Eastern time. You got about 45 minutes. That's it. If you haven't taken a trade, don't take the trade. If you've taken your trades and you've taken 3 trades, you're done. 3 trades. That's it. No more. 3 trades. You're done. And you got until about 11 Eastern time. That's really it, guys. We keep it dirt simple. Now, the reason why we traded the way we traded was because, yeah, there was some opportunity here. And I know you guys are going to try to trade opportunity and not wait for a trade design. So that's why I show you how to do it the right way. But you really want to wait for a trade design. It's one of the easier, simpler trades, right? Because it's entry, go. Seriously. Entry and go. And guys, you know, you set your stop here and you let it go. And then what you can do is when you go into Titan AI, you can select the band color change, right? Once you get that alert, you know that this game is over. You know 100% the game's over. So you come on back and close your position. You're hanging out here. This is alerts driven. It can be alerts driven, giving you a lot less to do. You guys want to see something? I want to show you guys something. People tend to be amazed by this, but I want to show you guys something. Let's see. Get a new window up here. Alright, and let's 1 second, guys. Got way too many monitors. My monitor count. There's 3 behind me. That's what you see. Those are 3 separate monitors. Then we have that monitor right here. That one. Then there's one here. Then there's one here. Then there's one there. So it's like the Matrix when I'm moving stuff. Let me show you guys something now. Really, really cool. But I practice what I preach. Let's go ahead and look at my reports. I'll show you my reports. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Total trading days, 12. 416,000 in 12 days. Average to 11, whatever. Just started like my lowest month. I started tracking this account here. But what I wanted to show you guys is my average hold time is 1 hour and 34 minutes. 1 hour and 34 minutes. That's my average hold time. Why? Because I enter the trade and I give myself nothing to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing for me to manage. There's nothing. I enter the trade and then it's alerts driven. There's nothing for me to do. There's nothing actionable, objectively actionable. There's nothing unless, let's say, the candle goes ahead and breaks the band. So you have an entry here, you get an exit right there. That's simple, right? Of course, you're going to get days where you lack the volatility, and that's going to be chop. And that's why we have a 3-trade rule, so that you don't subject yourself to death by 1,000 cuts. If you get chopped out 3 times, you're done. Just be done. That's it. Wait until tomorrow, where you might find yourself in a trending day. Okay. Let's see. Icy Lambo's like, fire boss, such a hype gal. That's awesome. And we gotta make our mascot, Lord. Let's get it, girl. Let's see. All right, guys. Oh, reading the comments here. You guys are funny. All right. So, we're done. I think we're done. I think the stream's done. We made bank on NQ and ES, you know, and we've been in the market for 45 minutes. I'll go ahead and once again, I'll give you my stats. And I'll post it to the Discord. Right? Well, we were 100% today? Yes, we were. We were 100% the last day we did this too. And let me give you a summary of today. Just really quick, right? So, you guys understand, you know, making $1,000 really isn't that hard, right? How about, what about shorting levels since we're bearish? We're not bearish. This isn't bearish. You're not bearish here. There's nothing. This is neutral. This is not bearish. This is neutral. This is bullish or bearish. But we're not bearish. Please, please, please be objective here. So, basically my performance, $900 in less than 45 minutes. Where else do you make that kind of money? 3 trades. It accounted for me averaging in as well. And of course, 100%. Stress-free trading. I get to go live my life. I got to do one-on-ones with people who don't fucking listen. Yeah, I got to do that. Gets my blood boiling. But, all right. I'm signing out, guys. This was fun. And I hope you learned something. I really, really, really hope you learned something. And yes, indecision are gray candles. Gray candles are neutral. Jeannie says bearish. Yes, yes. Jeannie says bearish. But you got no confluence with that bearish thesis. Richard, come on, man. Come on, man. You got no check marks here. Come on, man. Oh, man, we got to be objective here. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm signing out. Hope you learned something. It's been real. I'm outie.